Alright guys, we're on our way to the bottle dump for episode 6, I believe. And first of all, just like to say I got new gloves, and these are supposed to be tippers and not like get worn through within the first day of usage. So hopefully this video won't end because I got cut, even though that seemed to happen about like 5 of the episodes. And I need to really make like a carved pathway because there's really no way for me to go quite yet. But I was just gonna say I'd like to thank everyone for all the support, and we're getting a lot of views from the bottle ding videos. People have been commenting a lot and giving me ideas and like if I should keep certain things or not. And Jesus, I found I'm moving in a month, and I'm moving right next door to where I live now. So we had to excavate the land to build a new house, and all the ground is flattened down now, but I found 5 marbles there, and I'll show you the marbles at the end of the video along with a bottle I found that I didn't get on video. But oh, everything's so wet, and I hate getting wet. But I was talking about marbles, and yeah, I'll show you the marbles I found and another bottle that I found. The bottle that I found isn't anything fancy. It's just an old alcohol bottle, I think. But judging by the top, it's like I don't know, 30s or 40s, something around that. And also, I would like to point out that people are oh excuse me, I have horrible hiccups. People are saying that I get the dates, not the dates, I get bottles that aren't that old and I get all excited about them, like that Coke bottle, for example. I really like that Coke bottle and I still do, so Cole is obsessed with it. He's gonna steal it, I think, one of these days. But the point is that even though that's not that old, I still really like it, and any bottle that I keep, obviously I have some sort of liking to it. Because I'm not just gonna like find a bottle and be like, I don't like it. I like pretty much any bottle I find, or any bottle or jar or cup or anything. Like, for example, I found a cup and it didn't even have any writing on it. It didn't have any design on it. It was just a smooth, tiny glass. But I kept it. I don't know why. I just liked it. I kept the spoon that I found there for the longest time ever, but then it took up too much room, so I just got rid of it. So, yeah. So I'm on my way. My goal is to find a jug or some sort of pottery, like a jug or a plate or a bowl or something. A jug or a teacup, that's my goal. An all-in-one piece jug, which is not that common, especially in this area, or an all-in-one piece teacup is my goal. I thought someone was behind me. I got scared. Maybe it was a cylinder. Alright, I'm at the hill right now, and I don't feel like videotaping myself falling down. So, I'll turn the camera back on when I get to the bottle dump, so stick around. Alright guys, I started digging right here, which is a lot closer to the road. Can't really see where the road is, though. So, it might be a little bit louder when cars drive by, but I found 2 neat things. I found this piece to, or most of an old drug or chemist bottle or something. Pharmacy bottle, I don't know. Whoops. And this piece of a plate, and most people would say this plate's pretty dumb because it doesn't have any design on it or anything, but if you look closely, it has designs actually engraved into it. And it's also not a perfectly round plate because it has a flowery shape to it. As you can see, like there's little indentations on the side. So that would have been neat to find whole, right as in the beginning of the video I said I wish I could find like a piece of pottery or something. So I keep pulling some good stuff out of this side, and someone said to start digging test holes in other places to see if you find anything else. So I may start doing that, but for right now I'm going to dig here just because I'm finding a lot of good stuff, so stick around. Alright, 2 more finds. Found this piece of glass with the cool markings in it, and there is a very slim piece of writing on there, and I can make out what looks like it said OW. And I can't read the last letter, but I'm not sure what that says, so that was pretty neat. And I found a piece of a bowl which had the same basic design as that plate I found earlier, except it didn't have the indentation marks at the top, but it did have the same shape, like the flowery kind of shape. And I'm trying to dig out a huge rock, and I feel like right when I pull it out I'm gonna see like bottles poking me in the face. So once I get that rock out, I'll turn the camera back on if I find something good, so stick around. Alright, finally got this rock out, and just a little size comparison. Here's my hand to the rock, and any rock that's bigger than your hand, depending on the way it's buried, is usually a tissy to get out. And I can't tell if it's a jar or a bottle or what, and I can't tell if it's broken or not. I feel an edge, but it's still buried pretty far down, so I'm thinking that it could be like a jar or something. If it's whole, that is. It very well, I think it's broken, but I can't tell. So I'm going to get that out, because the way it is, I can't do like a live dig or anything. So I'm going to get that out, and then I'll show it to you guys, so stick around. Alright guys, just pulled it out, and this is what it turned out to be. Piece of a quart-sized milk bottle. Did you ever feel stupid because you dug at something for so long, and you thought that it was going to be whole, and it turns out to be the tiniest little thing ever? I just did that, and I was pretty mad about myself. But I have another bottle in there that I can not tell if it's whole or not, but I'm pretty sure it's like a chemist bottle or something. It's a small square one, like the one I found at the beginning of this video. And trying to get this vine out of the way. But it feels whole, but I can't tell. And I also have this piece of like a little sign or something in there, so I'm going to try to get that out as well, so stick around. Alright, here's my sign. It's an old metal lid. It looks very similar to the other metal lid I found. So let's put this over here with all the other metal cylindrical things I found. This tea kettle from episode 1. And the pharmacy bottle turned out to be broken. I didn't even bother to show it because it wasn't even close to being whole. I do have another bottle in there, but I gotta quit saying that I find it whole, because they always turn out to be broken whenever I say I found it whole. So I'm gonna try to dig that bottle out that's in there. I can't even tell what it is. It's this tiniest little piece of a bottle, probably. But anyway, stick around. Alright, this is what I found. That's broken. I realized I showed it to you at a bad angle. And there was no writing on it, and I found the piece to the other side, and there was indeed no writing on it, but I still would have liked this, a brown flask type bottle with the old top. Whoops. And I also found this piece of that giant flower pot where there's a huge piece over there. I'm not going to bother showing you the rest. And I have a lot of new things poking out at me, kind of like PJ, so I'm going to keep digging out here. Hopefully I go home with at least one bottle. So, yeah, the brown flask bottle that I just broke was actually whole in the ground, and then it broke as I didn't even like hit it with a shovel or anything. I just like tapped it with my finger and it broke. So I was assuming it had like a huge crack in it or something. But anyway, stick around while I keep digging. Alright, I just pulled out this piece of glass with this neat design on it. Looks like a feather almost. But obviously it's broken. And I saw the top two bottles sticking out about that much. So I said, and it was so loose that I said, oh, it has to be broken. I yanked it and this came out. An old inkwell. Or what I'm assuming is an old inkwell. And I think it has like ink stains or something in it, because there's like certain spots where it's like dark blues, you can see right there. So I'm going to go clean this off at the creek, and I'll show it to you after I clean it, so stick around, that's pretty neat. Alright, here it is cleaned off. It's not much better, but there's little bubbles stuck in it. I think it's just the glass though. And yes, there is ink stains in there, so this is probably an old inkwell for feathers or something. This is a small one. I think it says something on the bottom. It says Carter. It says Carter's on the bottom. C-A-R-T-E-R. Wait. Yeah. You can't see it through my iPod. My camera's terrible. It says C-A-R-T-E-R apostrophe S, I believe. And I thought that was a date, but it says 185. I thought it said like 1850 something, and that would have been amazing. But so yeah, that's really neat. So I'm going to keep taking a little longer, but I may have to cut this video short. Just because. Yeah. So, also the ground's getting a lot harder to dig through. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign or what, but. So, I'm just going to keep digging, but this video may be a little shorter, so stick around. Oh, that was a bad intro. I just pulled out a little cup There's nothing fancy about it, but there's no cracks or chips or anything, so I might as well keep this little guy. I thought it was a broken bottle or something whenever I pulled it out. So, I'm not going to clean this off. Probably not going to clean off most of the stuff I find anymore, just because now I can use a hose whenever I get home, so I'm not going to clean stuff off in the creek anymore. It's kind of just a waste of time, so I'm just going to put this next to the amazing... mosquito. Oh, God. Oh, it just went down my shirt. Alright, so I'm going to put that next to the inkwell. And, I have a big medicine bottle in there, and I'm pretty sure it's whole. It has writing on it. And if I pull this out whole, then I'm just going to go home. But if you can see it, you really can't see well. You can see the side panel of it right in there. And this neck sticking out right here. So I'm just trying to wiggle it out. It's really tight in there still. If you can see it, it's right in there. Feel something on top of it. That's probably broken. Oh, wow. Cascade of the Century. Oh, I think I got it. Hold on. Jesus, this guy is still... Oh, wait, we got it. Pull it out, and it's in one piece. Yep, it is. There's only writing on the side panels. No, wait, there's... Oh, that's sweet. There's a logo on the large panel. That has a doctor's name. Hold on, I'm trying to clean this off. Sorry for the shakiness. It says Dr. Koch's. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's Kochs. Dr. Koch's company. Wait, Dr. Koch VEC company. What does this side say? Winona, Minnesota, or MINN. So it doesn't say what like this was in this bottle or what the drug was, but it's still really neat. I love the big logo on the side. No, there's more on there. It says registered trade, I think, Dr. Koch's. And then it has like a serial number or something on it. So that's really neat. This is the biggest medicine bottle I have. Ah, Jesus, I'm getting tangled up. So here's the finds for the day. Let me get to the other side. I found a cup, which isn't that great, but I still like it. Nice old inkwell. It says Carter's on the bottom, so I might have to lift that up. And this large medicine bottle that I just pulled out on live footage. Nothing on the back. So this is definitely the find of the day right here. The inkwell. I've always wanted to find an inkwell just because it's so different. So I'm glad I found that little guy. So I'm going to head home, and when I get home I'll show you those three all cleaned off, and I'll show you the marbles and the big green alcohol bottle that I found before as well. So stick around. The thing I hate about medicine bottles is how unclean they refuse to be. My bottle brush doesn't fit in that opening, so... This actually has purple tint to it, this bottle. This is the bottle I found before. And here's my marbles. I found these all in my backyard. Alright, thank you for watching. Leave a like or a subscribe.